Hello and welcome to the Kenneth Verkaman Law Office Legal Podcast. In this edition, we are continuing to look at the nuts and bolts of elder law seminar by the New Jersey State Bar Association. And these are some of the highlights. And we're talking about clients coming into the office. Now, I'd say over the years, I've had friends that every time I see them, they say, I got to come in and do the will, I got to come in and do the will. Well, people need encouragement, and what we want to do is have the people come in as soon as possible. I'd say, as I always say, we email out the questionnaire, and I'd say we want them to fill it ahead of time. Some clients will even email or fax them ahead of time. They come in the office. Well, did they fill out the form? I can't fill out who they want to have as their beneficiaries. Let's see. And that's the reason why we try to send it out ahead of time. Let's see. We don't make the seniors wait. Now, an important thing is the executor. Let's see. Sometimes someone does not have a child as an executor. Let's see. Is the executor able to do the job? Let's say my grandfather was a smart guy, but when he was 97 years old, he couldn't run up and down steps as fast. Let's see. We don't recommend joint executors because there's a reason why there's not two presidents at the same time. Let's see. Assets. Who's going to get the assets? Let's say sometimes the question is, who do you don't want to get the assets? So the clients oftentimes will say, I direct that no bequest goes to whomever. Do not put they get $1. That's the wrong thing to do. They get nothing. And we explain that, and if there's any assets they have that are joint, that goes directly to the person outside the will. The will can't change that. So it's difficult sometimes for clients. I says, well, if you can't leave this room right now, who gets your stuff? For people that have minor children, let's see, the question is, okay, let's say if you can't leave this room now, who do you want to watch your kids for the next 2 weeks? Well, that's the person we're going to put down. Do you have any specific bequests of items? Let's see. I've had married people say, well, we're married, everything is joint, why do we need to have a will? Well, the answer to that is, well, unless the other person's going to live forever, eventually you'll need the will. And we want to know the ages of the children. Are there any minor children? Don't assume just because someone's in their 60s they don't have minor children. Let's see. And the important thing, again, I mentioned is guardian. So, and our interview form has in 2 different places what questions you have, and that's usually the first thing I look at so I can answer their questions. The ethics portion, I want to make sure the form is filled out by the person and not by their child. Sometimes with the seniors, it's easy to tell by the handwriting. You know, is it a senior citizen type handwriting, or is it their kid's handwriting? We got to avoid undue influence. We got to avoid duress, and I'd say we inquire if there's any Medicaid issues. Let's say we give brochures to all the clients dealing with wills, powers of attorney, living wills. It helps them read, and then we give them the will bill. And our work is not started until we are paid. Let's say over the years I've learned that if we get paid, the people come back. If we don't get paid, then sometimes we don't see the people again. And we try to get the documents done, and we schedule an appointment the same day. We try to schedule an appointment for 3 weeks in the future. It encourages us to get the document done. Let's see, we send out the will draft. It has a signing date, and when they come in, we will go over those assets. And for other information on wills and estate administration, go to the website njlaws.com. That's njlaws.com. For estate planning and wills, contact the law office of Kenneth Verkaman at 732-572-0500. Thank you and good luck.